Welcome to the tour of our tiny house. Now that we have officially moved in and are trying out this new tiny living thing, I haven't quite gotten around to finishing organizing everything, and a lot of things have shifted while we were moving. But as you can see here next to my bedside, I have my shirts and my sewing machines and a few just bedside items like a tea cup that I left there. Above the bed I have mostly storage for blankets and a few diffusers and Scentsy things. Next to my husband's side, he has a few things in the cubby with his hats. In these cubbies we have some clothing like my pants and his pants and the boots down below. There's a few miscellaneous cords I haven't found a home for yet in the middle there. The other cubbies have his jeans. In my drawers, I have these three. I have t-shirts and pants and sweatpants and skirts and all sorts of things. The top drawer is for my bras and panties and such. In our closet is our hang-up clothes that we don't want wrinkled. My husband's are on the left and mine are on the right. We still have a lot of empty hangers between for if we ever have to add more clothes or for the winter clothes, since they'll take up more room. I think in the future we might be able to add some shoes and some boxes at the bottom of the cabinet there. And in the bathroom here I have a few things hanging up to dry, but they'll be put away later. My necklaces and jewelry are hanging right there on the cute hanger my sister made. Inside here we have the linens. The tops are the linens for the beds and the bottom is the towels, along with a few storage drawers for my oils and makeup and nail polish. Here are my husband's socks in his drawer there with some ties. The next is the kids' toiletries, a few toothbrushes and things. And the bottom is the husband's toiletries, or second to bottom. The very bottom is the first aid things. I have two cubbies here also with a few things, and below the sink we have a few stackable containers. I need to organize all that as well. It has my hair dryer and such. And in the sink for now I have the vacuum cleaner stored, which will eventually may go underneath. And I bought that giant paper towel or toilet paper rolls package before we were moving in here, so I have to hold on to it until it's gone, and then I'll buy smaller packages. There's buttons hanging out in the hall. I have our shoes here hanging, and those little cubbies can be used for all sorts of things. Look out, kitty! The first room to the right is Willow's room. I took out the bottom bunk bed that was below, and I went ahead and put all the storage bins below down there. She has all the toys in her room for now, and later on we'll figure out where exactly everything is going, but they have a fun playing underneath here. They even have a little light there that shines quite brightly, and they can play dress up and anything they want, and she sleeps above. We have a little bumper there. Above her room here is more storage, and they're completely empty. I really have no idea what I'm going to be putting up there, if anything, because you can't really get to it very easily. So on the back here is her little backpack and a bag. Above here I just have some random odds and ends that in her church dresses that she keeps wanting to wear as play dresses. Into the living room here, we are having fun with the Play-Doh, watching a little TV before it's time for lunch. Below the seats here, you can get to it by taking the cushions off on the top, But there's also these little doors. I have baking items that are larger on that one side there. And on the other side, as you saw in a previous video, is Button's cubby hole with her litter box and food. Above here I have storage for books and a few of the playthings like the Play-Doh that I don't want the girls to be getting into all the time. Above the TV we have the medicines and things that the girls shouldn't be getting into. So they're nice and high up. They wouldn't be able to reach them even if they got their stools. So I was comfortable leaving those up there. And they're easily accessible for us to give medicine. Below we have the pull-ups and the wipes on that side. On the other side we have the PlayStation and a few gaming things. In the kitchen, above here I've put the spice cabinet, and as you can see some things have shifted a bit when we were moving and I haven't gotten around to organizing those yet. I keep these things on the counter in a little bin. Below everything's a mess, has shifted, and a lot of that stuff still needs to be donated. In the oven I have one little cast iron that I use quite often. In the cabinet, a few things also have shifted, but for the most part they did pretty good. Top is baking, the next is canned goods and butters. The next row is some Ziplocs and breads and teas and things like that. The next row was pasta until it exploded everywhere. And the bottom is snacks and cereals. Below the sink we have the appliances. I have my KitchenAid mixer. When we aren't moving for a while in the fall, we'll probably have that living in the countertop in the corner. And my food processor lives below. These are the drawers. They have also become a mess while we were moving, but we have the silverware there, and in the bottom all the other utensils that need organizational separators. Later on I'll be able to get to everything and complete all that stuff. I have a plan. In the girls' room, all the books fell out when we were moving, so they all got thrown back up in there real quickly, but it was looking quite nice. I have all my spare curtains in there too, and whenever I get a chance to hang those, I will. It goes all the way back up there. There's books and games and things. Below is all of their clothes is together. Even Willow's, most of her clothes they can wear as well. So I also made Willow's hanging clothes down at the bottom on a pressure rod, and the twins' clothes is at the top also on a pressure rod, and shoes are on the door. The bows are hanging on their little bow tree I made, and a little night light there as well. Over here I have a storage bin for books that are smaller, the train set, and a few little other odds and ends that have gone into there. One of my favorite parts about the trailer is being able to lay in bed and see the girls easily. Thanks for joining me, and stay tuned, and don't forget to subscribe to see our improvements.